Hi, I'm Daniela Easter, the Program Director of Progressive Art for Progressive Kids at the Beaux-Arts Brampton Gallery. My alter ego is as a visual artist, so although I am an art teacher and art educator and very much enjoy teaching young ones about my art, in order for me to do that I have to first be a visual artist. And that is what I would like to talk about today. I have a new show at the Beaux-Arts Brampton Gallery in the Art Cove called Fluid Abstractions, and it is an exploration of painting on water. I have for the last several years been investigating, enjoying, experimenting with different forms of water marbling, everything from Japanese suminagashi to Ebru Turkish water marbling. And this is a culmination of my show, of my explorations, especially in Ebru. Now, I have to give credit. I have taken classes with a lovely teacher, a water marbling artist, who taught me some of the traditional methods used in water marbling. She even went so far as to make my brushes and provide me with the right materials. And so the brushes that are used are made of horsehair and rosewood. And she actually makes them to the length and thickness that are required to get certain effects in the water. So every color gets its own brush, and the application process of the sprinkling of color onto water is affected by the brushes that you have. So it does make a very big difference. The types of paints that are used, we are using Turkish paints. If you'll notice, I don't know if you can tell from here, but the paints are actually the sediment at the bottom. There's quite a bit of water in there, and then they are mixed for a very long time in order to get the mixture of paint suspended in the water. And then from that amount, we separate it into smaller containers, and in those smaller containers, that's what we use for the actual painting. Now, the idea is that we are painting on top of a fluid or water. So we use a thickened size, it is called, or a thickened water, which allows us longer working time of manipulating or changing our paints. So what we can do is, I would like to show you some of the different steps in water marbling by showing you the artworks that are completed. So for this one, for example, it looks like a stone pattern. And we call this stone pattern batal in Turkish. And it is a layering of different colors, one on top of the other, but you may notice that the colors don't mix, they stay separate. Certain colors have a very big circle, we call that an open, when a color touches the fluid and opens up, and others don't. And the artist can control that by the additives to their paint, so that they can make the paint open or not, and that will affect the look. So an artist can decide which colors are the vein colors by putting colors that open afterwards. They can decide the order of the colors, which color is going to be the most prominent color in their piece. But what they cannot control is what the paint does on the water. And for that, for an artist like myself who's a realist painter, to let go of that control has been very freeing. It has been very frustrating, but it's a wonderful experience because you realize you can do only so much, and then you have to allow the art to happen. So I've spent many hours practicing, trying different papers, trying different materials, different methods of doing it. And my show, the Fluid Abstraction Show, is to show the public how this medium can be used in a very beautiful and decorative sense. So I do hope that you will come by and take a look at the show and to experience some of the different types of marbling that there are. Here on the wall here, I've showed you the batal, but there's also different ones. For example, this is called Spanish Wave. It's not the name of the piece, it's the name of the motion that you use in order to produce the piece. And the veining that you see in the different pieces is always going to be different. Every single piece that you pull off the water is an original and it cannot be repeated. You may get, you may be able to do something in a similar color scheme, but you will never, ever get the same painting. And I love that idea that nobody else has this. It is a unique to each time that you've produced it, each piece that hangs on your wall is something special that no one else owns. And so the way the water moves, this was a secondary piece, and this was a surprise for me. I really enjoyed taking the main print, but when I looked back on my water, there was a section of it that I hadn't touched. And the way the water pulled itself created this wave motion, and I grabbed it. I right away picked up that painting as well. So sometimes there are happy accidents, and an artist has to be on the lookout for those pieces as well. So I hope that I've had an opportunity to showcase a little bit of the Ebru artwork. I am not using Ebru in the traditional sense with the traditional flowers and imagery that are used, but I am respectfully using it within my own style of work because I appreciate so much their techniques and the respect that they give the art. So I invite you all until the end of July 30th. I will be present here at the gallery from 1 o'clock until 3. I will be in the farmer's market from 7 in the morning until 1 o'clock. So you can either join me at either place. And as I mentioned, I am the program director and educator for Progressive Art for Progressive Kids. And our website is bramptonartclasses.com, where you can find out more about our children and teen classes. And I'm also teaching adult sessions at the Butter and Cup Bakery Mondays throughout the summer. So you can join us there if you would like to do some art as a group in a lovely bakery setting. And I thank you very much and hope that I will meet you when you come by to see Fluid Abstractions at the Beaux-Arts Brampton Gallery.
Daniela, you were my daughter's teacher for
years ago.
Spanglish Channel TV. I will see if later on you can explain something in Spanish.
I will try.
Okay.
I appreciate the support of the arts in the Latin community. I know that they have, in my travels in South America and when I lived in Venezuela, I found the appreciation for artistic things comes naturally to many. I don't know if it's the education system you've had, but I applaud it, and I know that many of my dear Latin friends that come and do art classes with me or take part in the arts here in Brampton have a true appreciation, and I welcome the Latin community to come by and see my Fluid Abstraction show until July 30th at the Beaux-Arts Brampton Gallery in the Cove Gallery. Address is 70 Main Street North, downtown Brampton. We are beside the Psychopath Art Store in the same parking lot as the Rose Theatre. You can go to bramptonartclasses.com is my main website. You can follow us on social media. I have both for my classes, Pro Art 4, the number 4, Pro Art 4 Kids is our social media handle on Facebook, Instagram. If you're looking for me as an artist on my Instagram and Facebook, it's Daniela Easter Artist. Daniela Easter Artist for Facebook and Instagram, and you can see some of my works as I produce them, I post them, and I hope you will follow me there, and as that grows, I will be posting any new things that I do. So in my explorations, you'll see my good, my bad, my ugly, all on there, and my website, as I mentioned, bramptonartclasses.com, but you can also link under the About the Artist page, and you can link to my on-demand print site where you can get prints of all of my works. I will apologize at the beginning because of course the vocabulary for art in Spanish, I am learning Spanish, so I don't know all of the vocabulary for art, so I may have to switch to Spanglish in order to do that. But I can tell you that I can tell you a little bit about it as much as I can in
That's
Spanish. Okay, so bienvenidos a mi exposición de arte. Se llama Fluid Abstractions, I don't know that in Spanish. Es una investigación de pintar sobre el agua, usando pinturas especiales que vienen de Turquía, y las pinturas están aplicadas con pinceles, brushes, especiales hechos de cabello de caballo. That's a hard one. Y
muy bien.
se aplica sobre el agua en etapas, layers. Y entonces el artista cambia el agua usando un pincel o otra herramienta, y después intenta sacar la pintura que está sobre agua y sacarlo para que se adhiere, sobre el papel. Entonces, este proceso, cada vez que uno mueve las manos, cambia la reacción del agua y la pintura sobre el papel. Entonces, el artista puede controlar los colores, puede controlar la cantidad de colores, pero no se puede controlar cómo se aplica sobre el papel. Este proceso que uno no tiene control, tiene que respetar lo que está pasando con el arte, en sí es un entrenamiento grande, y para un artista como yo, que normalmente hago cuadros que son realistas, me ha ayudado a aprender y experimentar algo nuevo, formar un aprecio grande para este tipo de arte. No es exactamente Ebru, que es el nombre del arte que practican en Turquía, pero estoy usando algunas de las técnicas que ellos usan para producir mi tipo de cuadros, mi tipo de pinturas. Invito a todos mis amigos latinos a pasar. Estoy aquí en el Beaux-Arts Brampton Gallery, que es 70 Main Street North en Downtown Brampton. Estoy aquí para el mes de julio. Voy a venir el día 30 del mes. Estoy en el mercado que tienen por afuera durante la mañana, pero a la 1 hasta las 3 voy a estar aquí. Si quieren pasar para hablar conmigo sobre las pinturas, es el último día de la exposición, entonces el último chance para conocernos. Por favor, si quieren pasar y hablar de las pinturas, de la arte, de programas para los niños, estoy aquí a su orden, y aprecio mucho el apoyo de la comunidad latina.
Me parece fantástico. Hablas muy bien, Daniela. Me encanta oírte, y de que los hispanos no tienen problema de hablar con ella porque ella les entiende.
Excelente.
Sí, y si no les entiende, Spanglish Channel TV también les podrá ayudar.
Gracias.
Entonces invito a la comunidad hispana que vean su página de Facebook, Daniela, y la website que es
BramptonArtClasses.com.
Registre sus hijos. El arte que ella enseña es para el futuro de ellos. Muchos artistas han salido de aquí, de sus clases. Así de que padres animen a sus hijos a venir a tomar clases con Daniela aquí en Brampton, Ontario, en Beaux-Arts Arts. Ella les explicará, ella es muy paciente, y espero que la entrevista les haya gustado. Por favor, denle un like al video ahí en la parte de abajo y suscríbase al canal para que les sigan llegando así los videos que voy presentando de los artistas. Les invito a que vengan a ver a Daniela, su show que ella presenta. Nos vemos próximamente en el siguiente video.
Quiero decirle gracias a María por venir hoy y para mostrar a otros mi exposición.
Espero que la gente apoye. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video. See, you can see more videos about artists, about different things.